people's national party.
It's about community, and it's about the livelihood of our people. But we have a problem. Our Jamaican people don't have access to most of our beaches. Fisher folk priced out of access to beaches. The next PNP administration are going to fix this. We'll use legislation if necessary to secure beach access rights for our people. We work closely with the tourism interests and investors to secure a harmonious solution that's a win-win for everyone. But the principle is that the interests of the people must always come first. Our beaches are part of our natural ecological heritage. All our Jamaican people must be able to enjoy our beaches, and the next PNP administration will make sure that this is so.
Time come, know the history, feel the victory. Time come, people know the history, feel the victory. Time come.
Jamaica's public health system is broken. Every week we hear the horror stories. Long waiting times, no beds, basic equipment not working. Hospitals and clinics are in crisis. While this government cuts ribbons, Jamaicans are being left to suffer in overcrowded, under-resourced facilities like this one. The next PNP government will change this. We're going to shift focus. We want to prioritize actual care for people when they're sick. Not these mega projects with huge cost overruns and that can't finish years after they start. Refurbishing every operating theatre. Words. And with respect. This is not about PR. And with respect. This is not about PR. It's about saving actual people's lives. Next PNP government will deliver proper, decent health care for the people of Jamaica. Time come.
Time come, know the history, feel the victory. Time come, people know the history, feel the victory. Time come. Chip, 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 eh. Chip, chip, chip. Call the election now. Bro, God, we've had enough. It's not action, no. False promise,
Crime and safety. Your future depends on the right measures for crime being put in place. And I think you're mature and smart enough to realize it's not just about police and soldiers patrolling the streets. It has to start with healing ourselves and our communities and giving our at-risk youth a second chance to become productive citizens. Many of you will know a young person that the education system failed, who, if he or she had that second chance through mentorship, training, remedial education, and job placement, could become a positive contributor to our society instead of chopping and pushing badness. Time come to use your vote to change that. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Domestic violence is higher than ever. Violent crime is fed by a general lack of moral norms, discipline, and behavioral standards in this society. We must address this. Time come to establish legislation with effective mechanisms and remedies to protect survivors. Time come to implement support centers in every parish to provide safe havens for the survivors of domestic violence and sexual assaults. Your vote matters.
Jamaican people want better.
Education. Education is the best antidote to poverty, passing from this generation to the next. Your vote can help to make tertiary education more accessible to everyone. Your vote can help eliminate the requirement of a guarantor for students to access a student loan. It can help to cap student loan payments at a manageable percentage of your actual income so that the state, not you, the student, bears the risks of low pay or unemployment. And if you lose your job and you're unemployed, we will suspend loan payments and tack them to the back end of your loan without any penalties. That's what your vote can do. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Our environment. We need a government that means what it says when it comes to protecting our environment. The cockpit country, our rivers, our mangroves, coral reefs, and our beaches. That doesn't just say nice sounding things at international climate conventions, but meanwhile allows what's happening here in Jamaica to destroy our natural environment permanently. We need a government that ensures that the National Environmental and Planning Agency, NEPA, is really independent and can protect us. That will amend the law so that there are heavy penalties on big polluters who recklessly damage our country. We know climate change is real and we're willing to fight for change. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Jobs and wages. So many of you said you wanted to become successful, to help out your families and enjoy your life. Do you realize that many of the world's largest businesses today are in the same age range as many of you? Amazon is 28, Google 24, Facebook 18, Instagram 12, and TikTok is 6. New technologies will continue to disrupt and supersede existing industries. And as the world goes increasingly digital, Jamaica must not be left behind. We need our own digital transformation, bringing affordable broadband internet to every Jamaican home to help our young Jamaicans to compete and outshine their peers across the world. Your vote can help us to make those necessary changes. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice.
There comes a point in each person's life where they are tasked with an important decision. A decision that may affect not only them, but also their country.
Change gon' come, change gon' come, oh, yes it will.
A decision to keep things the way they are, or a decision that will bring meaningful change.
Change gon' come, oh, yes it will, oh, yes it will.
We choose change to provide wider access to homes and land ownership, for good health care.
There's a travel advisory issued by the U.S. State Department advising of the poor state of our hospitals and the prohibitive costs associated with accessing private health care.
And access to quality education from early childhood to the tertiary level. A change to decrease crime and give our youths a chance. A change from unfulfilled promises to renewed trust. A change from corruption to good governance.
I were in your position, I would take for myself and hand over to someone else who is not compromised.
We choose a Jamaica that is run democratically, not autocratically. We choose a Jamaica where if you break the law, you pay the price, no matter who you are. If, like me, you truly want a better future for all Jamaicans, not just a few, then make the decision to choose change. for yourself, for your family, and for Jamaica.
Change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. Oh, yes it will.
Jamaica is a beautiful Caribbean island, and beaches are part of who we are. It's not just about recreation, it's a part of our culture, it's about community, and it's about the livelihood of our people. But we have a problem. Our Jamaican people don't have access to most of our beaches. Fisherfolk are losing their livelihoods. Families are being priced out of access to beaches. The next PNP administration are going to fix this. We'll use legislation if necessary to secure beach access rights for our people. We work closely with the tourism interests and investors to secure a harmonious solution that's a win-win for everyone. But the principle is that the interests of the people must always come first. Our beaches are part of our natural ecological heritage. All our Jamaican people must be able to enjoy our beaches, and the next PNP administration will make sure that this is so.
Comrades, know this, feel the victory. Time go, people, know this, feel the victory. Time go.
Jamaica's public health system is broken. Every week we hear the horror stories. Long waiting times, no beds, basic equipment not working. Hospitals and clinics are in crisis. While this government cuts ribbons, Jamaicans are being left to suffer in overcrowded, under-resourced facilities like this one. The next PNP government will change this. We're going to shift focus. We want to prioritize actual care for people when they're sick, not these mega projects with huge cost overruns and that can't finish years after they start. Refurbishing every operating theatre, creating urgent care centres island-wide so people stop waiting days for help on benches or floors. We're going to launch national screening programs to target the biggest killers of our people: cancer, hypertension, which is pressure, diabetes, which is sugar. We want to catch them early so that people's lives can be saved. We will make the investments to ensure that every parish hospital has the equipment it needs to deliver the services required by the people. And stop the outsourcing racket that leaves patients with nothing but bills and delays. And we will support our healthcare workers, not just with words, but with housing, with training opportunities, and with respect. This is not about PR, it's about saving actual people's lives. Next PNP government will deliver proper, decent health care for the people of Jamaica. Time come.
Time go, comrades, know this, feel the victory. Time go, people, know this, feel the victory. Time go. Chip, 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 shun.
On the right measures for crime being put in place. And I think you're mature and smart enough to realize it's not just about police and soldiers patrolling the streets. It has to start with healing ourselves and our communities and giving our at-risk youth a second chance to become productive citizens. Many of you will know a young person that the education system failed, who, if he or she had that second chance through mentorship, training, remedial education, and job placement, could become a positive contributor to our society instead of chopping and pushing badness. Time come to use your vote to change that. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Domestic violence is higher than ever.
In giving a rousing welcome, mother and friend, Comrade Emmanuel, next Member of Parliament. two gentlemen from the Sunshine City, Comrade Raymond Price and Comrade Fitz Jackson. Thank you. Comrades, I want to welcome warmly to Northwest St. Anne, Comrade Paulwell. Thank you always for your support, comrade. And I want you to join me in giving a rousing welcome to the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding. Comrades, I don't have much time at the pitch, but I want to use the few minutes that I will speak to you to talk about us. I want to start off by saying a very special thanks to you, my workers, my warriors, my foot soldiers, my stalwarts, my family. Comrade leader, when I was asked to come to Northwest St. Anne, I never expected to find love like this, because these comrades are some of the most dedicated, hard-working, and spirited Jamaicans I've ever met. And Northwest St. Anne, tonight, I want to tell you thank you for how far you have brought us. And I want to say, hold on a little bit longer, because help is on the way. Comrades, they come true yesterday. Them come true yesterday and them try to make it look like. But we know that Brownstone is PNP territory. Hold on. We know that Northwest St. Anne, a PNP territory. And so, comrade leader, in St. Anne, our mandate is clear. I have my sister in the south, and we have been working together, because when women work together, wonderful things happen. And so, Danishka, I know that we will be right there, walking up Duke Street. And we're not going to let the two men, because Southeast St. Anne will be coming home. And we're going to give them a fight over there in Northeast St. Anne, because we're not let go. We're not let go. We're not let go. Comrades, before I go any further, the night has not been very silent. But at this point, I want to ask for silence. Because since I've come here, we have lost some good comrades. I couldn't let this night pass without acknowledging the comrades that we have lost along the way. I don't want to start call name, but color Bolo. He would have been right here. Comrade Jabi, he would have been right here. And so for every comrade, oh God, I get into it, man. And just today, before we came here, comrade leader, we were all out in Lower Buxton to lay to rest one of our most formidable workers, Comrade Marine. Comrade Marine. And so I ask you for just 3 seconds of silence as we pay our respects to those who we have lost along the way. May their souls rest in peace and light perpetual shine on them.
They go get a beat in a
Comrades tonight.
Anyway, we book them.
I don't have to talk too much about
St.
them.
Mary, clean sweep.
Because
Comrade Brown Boy,
for the
please
past
make your way
5 years,
to the platform.
you have had somebody who is not a member of
Please
parliament, but missing in action, missing person. And it is unfair.
Straight. Yes, sir.
Mic check. Alright, so it's officially begun, ladies and gentlemen. Tell a friend, we are here. Alright, I'm a day of phone. We are doing it phone, so share out the live for me now, please, ladies and gentlemen. Share out the live.
Comrades, make way. We're asking Comrade Richard to bring greetings to the comrades of East Rural. Comrades of East Rural St. Andrew, are you ready? Comrades, are you ready? Are you ready for Comrade Peter King? Are you ready for Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden? Comrades, PMP River, come down bang to bang in East Rural St. Andrew. Comrades on the platform, all protocol observed. Comrades, all your life you have been faithful to the People's National Party. And at this time, we have one more river to cross. And we are going to cross that river when the greed man fly the gate. We are going to send home Alibaba and his 40 thieves back where them come from. Comrades, when you look today day you mourn for Jamaica, and time come when the People's National Party have to call upon the Jamaican people for a national day of prayers for this country. We have a government that corrupts every sector of the government. We have a government who believe that Jamaica people don't have no sense. But you can tell them, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. Time come to send home those green people, and time come who must answer for putting them hand in the cookie jar must face the punishment. So comrades, I am ready. I feel energized. I feel the breeze of Norman Washington Manley. I feel the breeze of Michael Manley. And that is a good sign. It's telling you the PMP is on track. So comrade, steadfast, see the signal waving in the sky. Reinforcement is near. Help is on the way. Comrade Mark will be the next Prime Minister. And Comrade Peter King, your Member of Parliament. What a day, what a day. I said to you, one love, one heart, one destiny, the People's National Party. Forward, ready, we're ready, and again, we're gone.
Up in the sky, waiting. Never seem to hear. Will shine.
Let's go, Rex. The what? One and all. One and all. All right, comrades, we're going to keep the ball rolling. And because we're in his hometown, we have to make him bring greetings to his people. Comrades, with no further ado, make welcome your counselor, long-standing counselor, Oliver Clue.
Not even the dogs that piss against the walls of Babylon shall escape the wrath I come to pour, and I shall burn.
Time come. Some are got charged for corruption. Oh yes. Time come. Some are got charged for corruption. Oh yes.
Comrade Chairman, our President of Jamaica and President of the People's National Party, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Golden. Comrades, ministers of government to be, junior ministers to be, senators to be, and our beloved Member of Parliament in waiting, Comrade Patrick Peterkin.
comrade cluster managers, comrade workers, comrade warriors of this great movement of ours, and especially our beloved one from the Harborview Division. Comrades, all of us agree that the time now come for a change. When you walk this constituency, all you hear is that time come, the lady must go. Comrades, we want a loving member of parliament, not she. We want a humble member of parliament, not she. We want a honest member of parliament. Comrades, look in our view. The lady failed us. When you look in the constituency, comrades, I can tell you something. I end up as counselor to this lady, and not even 1 cent in 2 terms from this lady. Not even 1 farm work ticket from this lady. And the little man, 2 term at JLP under Hebert, 2 term under this lady. And with the support of you, the people, we are standing firm. And the Harborview Division, Comrade Paul Well and others, going to ensure this a time, this a time, this a time. You listen to me. A time come for this lady to leave. And she have to leave. She have to leave. She have to leave. Listen, the amount of speakers we have here. I'm just asked to say hi. And to say welcome. And yes, you're always welcome to the Republic of the Harborview Division. Comrades all, I love you all. But I'm going to beg you all, listen. This struggle, come we just say come. We are going back to the drawing board. And I know we're going to work. God bless you all. And thank you very much. Long live the People's National Party. Long live our dear Prime Minister to be. Long live, long live, long live Comrade Patrick, our next Member of Parliament. God bless you all and thank you very much. No man Harborview, better than that, man. Better than that for the councillor. Better than that for your champion in the council. Better than that. Thank you, Comrade Clue. Now, I see 2 conference keep in South Trelawney. 1 week, the place pack. 1 Sunday, the place pack. And then the next Sunday, the Prime Minister and the MP coming at the place. And the place empty. So we have to wonder who is the real MP. You know who is the real MP? Comrades of East Rural, make welcome the next Member of Parliament for South Trelawney, Comrade Paul.
I must tell you, it's my first time in Harborview. I was only blessed so many times when we pass and go to the airport, but it's my first time. Comrades of Harborview, I bring you greetings from the cool hills of South Trelawney. One of the only constituency in Jamaica that a PNP candidate is running against a criminal. No, I'm the only candidate, I'm the only PNP candidate that is running against a convicted criminal. And I must tell you, my people, over in South Trelawney, we are looking good. And we know that we will be going to guard the house. And that's why I'm here today to beg you that there's a woman that I don't want to, when I sit on the government side, I look over on the opposition side and see that woman. So that's why I'm here today to beg you to come out on election day and make sure so you get rid of that woman for me once and for all. We cannot afford to have that woman sitting in Parliament anymore. People, we want to say, over in South Trelawney, we have a constituency, I can tell you, that we have an MP. The GLP have that constituency for the past 25 years. And presently we have not even one working fire hydrant. And that's how it is for many constituencies right across Jamaica. But one of the things that hurt me, and most of you that follow me on TikTok will know of one of our comrades named Steve. One of our poor brother. And when Steve took sick and went to Cornwall Regional Hospital and called me and tell me that he have 3 tests to do. And all 3 tests he have to go outside the hospital. You have a big hospital that they are boasting on, like Cornwall Regional Hospital. And he said that he have to go outside to do all 3 tests. And when I asked him how much is the cost, he said the 3 tests gonna cost a little less than $250,000. Just maybe around $2,000 less. People, Jamaica is in a crisis right now. And we, the PNP, have to come and rescue the poor people of Jamaica. This is a man that not even earning minimum wage. And I can tell you, he will have to find $250,000, not to do operation, but just to do 3 tests. Comrades, we have to work hard. We have some comrades who did bex. We have some comrades who did bex. And say, boy, then watch out, we now vote. For some reason or the other, let's go out there and find them and beg them. Some of them, we and them not talk for many years. We could go friend them up. Comrades, the word is love. It's one love from South Trelawney. The word is love, comrade.
Yes. All right, comrades, you just heard from the next member of parliament for South Trelawney. And while he was speaking, the next member of parliament for Eastern St. Andrew, comrade Patricia Duncan Sutherland. Welcome. That's my Auntie Pat right there. And now, comrades, while Auntie Pat is making her way, we have the energy boss making his way. We're in East Rural, but he's East Kingston and Port Royal. Comrade Philip Norwell. Welcome, comrade. Welcome.
Everybody, give me the
We are sweeping them out. We can't sweep. Where comrade them that can't sweep?
Make we sweep with the false promise.
Because of them can't sweep.
Get your push broom. Peter Phillips.
We are sweep them out, man.
Julian, get a broom. Everybody empty. Sweep.
Sweep them out.
Sweep. Peter, sweep. Julian, sweep. Mark, sweep. Peter Phillips, sweep. Angela,
sweep them out, comrade.
Sweep. Paulwell, sweep. 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 Luther, sweep.
And while comrade Pastor's coming in, we see the councillor for the Papine division as well. Comrade Darrington Ferguson. Welcome, comrade. And now we're going to bring on the lady who gave them heart attack in the local elections last year. Make them count and can't stop count. Till them get out fi count. But comrades, just as how she give them heart attack, and so we know Peter King will give them heart attack. Comrades, make welcome the councillor for the entire division, Comrade Vivian Brownman. Make her welcome the man. Yeah.
Boss lady, she try do her own thing. She do in a joking. Boss lady, make money. Boss lady, my.
Let me come with the music. Come. One Vivian. One Vivian.
Good night, everyone. Good night, everyone. It's truly indeed a pleasure to be here. And it's no shadow of a doubt that, we're not speaking to the mic. It's no shadow of a doubt that East Rural is not coming home. No shadow of a doubt that East Rural is not coming home. Because when I look, I know such lady must have been taking Cetamal, Advil, Brufrin, Fensic. You're not helping me. But, all right, I see your name in it. But we're going to give her some Lasco and Lampile. And we have all sorts of pampers to give them. We candidate looking good. We're feeling the energy. But we're not going to get comfortable because there's still more room, eh? Comrades, we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We want everybody to hear East Rural saying that we are ready. I said it already and I say it again. Comrade Paul, we are not imported. What you see here is really East Rural materials and our neighboring community. Because we're bringing home Comrade Pat with us. Because we believe in love your neighbor as you love yourself. So where is a Patrick, there's a Patricia Sutherland. And we're going to give it to them. We hear some people that talk, say, them are action people. But we know nothing to say. We pass action. We are Cobra. We are Anaconda. And we're going to give it to them. We're not saying anything to them. We just want with leader to just put his trust in us. Because we are going to take it home. And the word is love.
One Vivian. One Vivian, not you. Come here. Yeah, the girl from Kintyre. Thank you, Comrade Councillor. One Vivi. That's right. I know comrades are moving straight into the next speaker. This is the man from Central Kingston. And because we know that he's no stranger to the place, we have to bring in the man to get the job done. And we put him in because we believe in Steve. So East Rural, give the big man a big welcome. Comrade Steve McGregor.
Comrade Chip. I run the things.
Time come.
A couple of weeks ago, I want to see how the place it look. There was another one around at St. Mary. I want to see how the place look. My KC brother had one today. I want to see how the place look. The winner blow. But as Vivian said, listen me now, we can't take nothing for granted. So you see, our MP candidates must have a face, a name, and a voice. And Comrade Patrick can't do that anymore. He's going to need all of your help. So you see the chairman them in the different council, the council of them, every talk you make, you have to say Patrick. You understand me? Everything you do, you have to say Patrick say you have to do it. Because guess what? You have to make Patrick have a face, a name, and a voice. I saw him I go win. Want to follow me I say? This Friday, I am going to have a thing what I call the Runabout Friday in my place. Where we have 7 liquor corners. And we're going to put on some poor people food. And we're going to hold our vibes. We're going to play domino, we're going to eat chicken back. And we're going to love and spread love. I want you to copy that. Because you see that at the realm where we're in and now. We do a walk them already. So we need to go up on the corner and go build the vibes and make the people them in at the thing. And anyone who want Patrick, gonna call him. We want to make the people them hear him voice. We reach to the stage where you have some graduation and go another place. You have some work for councillors, some people who are on board. Make them make Patrick come talk at the graduation. You follow me say? Because them have to hear him voice, them have to see him face, and them have to know him name. Oh my soul. The word is love.
Thank you, Comrade McGregor. And I know while I was standing there, I saw the flashing lights outside. And that can only mean one thing, you know, comrades. When you see flashing lights, it can only mean one thing. That the next Prime Minister is making his way. The integrity boss is making his way. So comrades with no, and if you should turn your attention right over there, you see the flashing lights. So East Rural St. Andrew, make the Prime Minister, the next Prime Minister, comrade leader. When you see the flashing lights, comrades, it can only mean one thing, you know. I know you see him walking the streets today, meeting and greeting with the people.
Yo, this is Bungie Garland, the Vice.
So you ready for comrade leader?
Come, new
and
direction.
Before comrade leader
Mark
comes,
Golden.
make welcome, comrade,
yeah.
Alfred,
check it.
Doctor,
Anyway,
Alfred Dawn.
Strolling.
Welcome.
Hey. Ha.
Come, comrades.
Golden.
Back to leader, welcome.
Yeah.
Come East Rural.
Mark Golden, ready. We're ready.
We have your flag.
We're ready.
We have your flag.
We're ready.
Blow your truck.
Yeah, we're ready.
We have your flag, comrade.
Yeah, we're ready.
Make welcome.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Whoa. Look at the people raising up. Whole Jamaica waking up. Get ready to go with gold in the man with passion and a purpose. From Kingston straight to Bay.
Yeah.
I'm a gold in them say. Get ready to make up a new way. Yo. The entire Jamaica. Gold in the best science show. When golden step on the road, the people are really feel love. Whoa. So let me see your hands up so. Every Jamaican put your hands up so.
Leader.
We know on your man set go golden. You ready for the road?
We have your flag, comrades. We have your flag.
My golden, you're ready for Going golden.
East Rural, you ready?
Moving with golden.
Central, you ready?
Go with golden. You want more golden. We got golden.
We say more.
Go with golden.
We say more.
Hey,
we say more.
Golden.
We say, yeah.
Golden.
We say, all right.
Everybody say the name.
Yeah.
Gold. Gold.
Yeah. That's right, East Rural. The next Prime Minister and the boss is in the building. The boss has arrived. East Rural, are you ready? Make the leader here say you're ready now, man. Make some noise now, East Rural, man. And so, we're gonna bring on the next speaker. Oh. And as the leader had his seat, one of our Nubian queen is making her way as well. So comrades, make some noise. As she go right to the front, comrade, let them see a nice, pretty, beautiful, effervescent looking. Comrades, make, the comrades don't know who this is. Comrades. All right, comrades. And again, since the leader is here, we're going to bring on our next speaker. We're going to bring in East Rural's neighbor. We hear Comrade Brown Band talk about loving your neighbor as you love yourself. Not true? And so, anytime them see this lady walking, they know a trouble. So with no further ado, she don't even need no too big introduction, because she big by herself. Comrades of East Rural, make welcome the next Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Andrew, Comrade Patricia Duncan Sutherland.
Here, so we not take up much time. Comrades of East Rural St. Andrew and my comrades of Eastern St. Andrew, that's right in front here, so big up on yourself. Yes, big up to our comrade leader, as we said, the integrity boss. Big up to the candidates right here. Big up to Senator Floyd Morris on this stage. You will big up. Enough people for big up right here, so. And I want to big up also Philip Palwell, my neighbor and East Rural neighbor. Comrade Philip Palwell, the MP for me, I don't know how much years now, over 20 years. MP, the real man. Yes. What I call him? The connection boss. Yes. Yes. And we have to big up, of course, the man of the moment, Comrade Patrick Peter King. Yes. So I'm here tonight because everywhere I go, me here said the election soon call. And we're ready for the election call. Because we are ready for a PNP government that is ready to be your partner, your government, to make your life better. Comrades, when we look at what we have in our policies, when we look at the way that we are going to build out and make our middle class get stronger, when we look how we're going to work with you to make sure you can earn more money, when we put things on the table, when we put a man like Comrade Dayton Campbell in charge of agriculture, and you hear him come with idea after idea after idea. They have a man in St. Elizabeth every day and say, but I didn't think about that before, And I'm going to do it too, Because him can only say what Dayton say. Because him not have nothing new to say. And when I think about what we have on the table for housing, to expand our middle class, Harbour View never just comes so. It needs planning. You need to make sure you can do it. I have a comrade, Floyd Morris, here to tell you about that. But especially when I think about the young people and that grant that you can put down something on your own house because we believe that everybody must have a chance. Comrades, when I think about the students of this country, and I think about how we are going to reform student loan, so when you borrow that money, you can know you can pay it back, you're not afraid to go to school. Too much are we afraid to go to school. Too much are we don't know where we're going to find the money. But if we reform student loan, everybody can go to school who qualify to go to school. Comrades, we are ready to make your life better. We are ready to work with you because you deserve better. You deserve to have a real chance in life. And we have the team to do it. When I look on the stage right here, so now, when we go to hospital, you know, it's not nice, you know. But you see, Comrade Dance to the rescue. He soon make another video about the rescue man with a Superman cape or something. Because him love make video. But he don't just make video. Him come with all of the ideas and the understanding of how to run it so that you can get real health care and not pretend you're scared. When Tufton come out and say, hey, everybody is good when them go to hospital. What we say? Too much lie. A lie them I tell. Pure lie. Comrades, them come and everything them come, them just tell lie and them go and say, this is how it is, but we know the truth. We know the truth and we know that our life must get better and it cannot get better with this government and it will get better with the People's National Party. So comrades, are you ready for the People's National Party? Comrades, you ready for a government who cares? Comrades, are you ready for a government with integrity? Comrades, are you ready for Patrick Peterkin to be your next member of parliament? Are you ready for Mark Jefferson Golding to be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica? Comrades, I am ready. Are you ready?
And if you're ready, make me hear you say ready. If you're ready, make me hear you say ready. If you're ready for Comrade Peterkin, say ready. If you're ready for Mark Jefferson Golding as Prime Minister, say ready. All right? Gonna look ready. And let's see if we're ready for the next speaker. This man said vision oversight. Comrades of East Rural, make welcome the Deputy Chairman of the People's National Party, Senator Floyd.
I think neuter it and make it ineffective. I caution against that. Few feel agree.
Comrade Chairman, Comrade Party Leader, Comrade next Member of Parliament for East Rural St. Andrew, Comrade Members of Parliament to be, Comrade Councillors and Comrade Warriors and Comrade Foot Soldiers of the People's National Party. The word is love. Comrades, I traveled all the way out into Taylorland and was on the motorcade with the Comrade leader today. And I left and I come into Harborview and into the primary school, and when I look to the east, and I look to the west, and I look to the north, and I look to the south, and PNP River come down bank to bank, comrades. And we're sending a signal to the laborites that the PNP River is rolling, and if them stop up in the way, the river gonna roll and wash them away. Comrades, you know, you have a member of parliament in whom I am well pleased, and I had to be here to support him. because he's my friend from university days. And when I was Minister of State in the Ministry of Labor and Social Security, we spotted talent and we employ him as a summer employee, and the man make use of every opportunity till him turn big shot liar upon we now, comrades. And he is going to be the next member of parliament for East Rural St. Andrew. And I said to my wife the other day, no matter how much you and the current member of parliament are big friend, when it come on to PNP business, me have to step out there for the People's National Party, and me have to support the non-switch comrade, the can-switch comrade, the ever-stand firm comrade in Patrick Peter King, comrade. And your leader, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golding, gave me a mandate to make sure that we come out with some strategic housing plans. And he sent me out here in March to come and walk with Patrick Peter King and make sure that the housing needs for his constituents are taken care of. To make sure that we visit the Operation Pride developments, because we have to make sure we complete those Operation Pride development. And I want to say to the comrades out here, if you don't vote for Patrick Peter King, those Operation Pride schemes will never be completed, because it is not in the interest of the Labour Party to make these Operation Pride schemes be completed. And that is why we going to roll out the Porsche in Harbour Heights. We're going to roll out the Porsche in St. Benedict. And we're going to roll out the Porsche in Melbrook, because we visited Melbrook and we see the needs of the people. And in this constituency, for over 30 years, you have never received a housing development. And under the Marky G plan, where we go and build 50,000 low-income houses, East Rural will be benefiting from that Marky G housing plan to make sure affordable houses is built for the people of Jamaica, and the people not going to pay for the land portion of the housing cost. And I say, comrades, get ready for the People's National Party. Get ready for Patrick Peter King. Get ready for Marky G as we march on to victory in East Rural St. Andrew. God bless your comrades.
Thank you, comrade Senator Floyd Morris. And we know that PNP don't believe in giving one dege house. We believe in housing schemes, not true? That is why we need a PNP in government. Right? Alright, comrades, we're keeping the ball rolling. And so we're bringing on the energy boss. Anybody have a smartphone this evening? Take it out and turn on your flashlight. Turn on your flashlight and come, so. It's because of this, comrade, why we can have something like this in our hand. And him do so much already, and he's gonna be doing a lot more. So, comrades of East Rural, make welcome the Member of Parliament for East Kingston and Port Royal, Comrade Philip Paulwell.
All of merit to the foundation of the music. To all the godfathers.
Hold on, Selector. Before Comrade Paulwell goes, car 6721 JP Toyota Isis, you're blocking. Comrade, energy, with the flashlight. Turn on the flashlight, man.
To all the godfathers who set it. I know you have some little people that don't respect.
Is here, and respect is due to my party leader, the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Big up, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golin. I want to big up my brother and friend, Comrade Patrick Peter King, the next Member of Parliament for East Rural, St. Andrew, my neighbor. We share an imaginary line running through Harbour Heights. And I was so happy to hear Comrade Floyd just now, because Jano, we have been waiting a long time. Oliver Clue, big up yourself. Thank you, Comrade Floyd, for that great promise that I know will be delivered. Comrades, the day has been long. The party leader has been on the road. But I just want to say to you, I love the spirit, party leader. It is reminding me of 2011 campaign. The comrades are ready. But I have to say to you, you have to take back something from our meetings to your communities. You have to convince your neighbors. You have to try and convince some of the labor rights who are upset. So you have to go to them with some of the things that you hear. Just now you heard Floyd talk about 50,000 homes. I am going to make sure that every single one of those homes gets solar electricity, power to the people. Go and talk about that. The price of electricity is too high. The people of Harborview complain every day. Them say me, we have to bring the price of electricity down, and we're going to give the people the power to generate their own electricity by God's Son. Solar power we're going to be putting on the roofs of all of these homes, so they can not only generate electricity for themselves, but to sell back to the JPSCO. So when you go from these meetings, hold on to something. Tell your neighbor that the PMP is going to make sure that in every family, one picnic can go to university. That is progress, my comrades. So I'm happy to be here. I have promised Comrade Patrick that I'm going to be walking with him for the duration of the campaign, because we have to bring home Eastern St. Andrew. Big up Comrade Pat, my neighbor as well. We have to bring back, because comrades, in 2020 I felt naked without my neighbors, without my PMP neighbors. So we're bringing back Central Kingston, because we believe in Steve. And we are taking back East Rural St. Andrew. Comrades, good to be here. Big up yourself, Patrick. One love, one heart.
Now, man, make some noise for the energy boss, Comrade Philip Paulwell. And while Comrade Paulwell was bringing his greetings, the Member of Parliament candidate for Northeast St. Andrew, Comrade Stacey Knight, made her way. Make her welcome, comrades. Make her welcome, make her welcome, make her welcome. Make her welcome, make her welcome. That's right, that's right. All right, comrade, make her welcome, man. No, man. East Rural, nobody ready. East Rural, nobody ready. If you're not ready, say ready, no, man. That's right. Because it's about that time. We're going to bring your next member of parliament, your next leader, your next real representative, who will sit in the parliament and ensure that East Rural St. Andrew is represented. Comrades, with no further ado, Harborview Division, Mavis Bank Division, Kentire, make welcome your next member of parliament,
the original
Patrick.
can tell you my heart is full. Because I see Israel come out today. Party leader, enough love and respect. The party leader has been with us since 12 o'clock today. And we start from Cambridge. I don't want to make no mistake up in the hills. We start from Cambridge and go down through Maryland and come all the way down. I must tell you, party leader, many thanks, but I was complaining to the party leader and said we must come back. We must come back and we must finish up Melbrook and we must finish up Bayshore. And the party leader tell me, yes, Peter King, I'm going to come in and St. Benedict's that we're going to come in and we're going to finish up the constituency. And I can say, I'm going to lobby for East Rural from now. And I'm going to tell the party leader that my constituency bigger than everything in Kingston and St. Andrew. We can't even walk it out in a day. So, guess what? When I'm fighting for resources for East Rural St. Andrew, I'm going to fight harder than Palwell. Because I'm going to want more than Palwell because my constituency is so big. So, I start to lobby for the constituency from now because the constituency is big and we have to make sure that we do things that it reflect and fix the constituency, that the lives of the people here will be better. But before I get into it, I must thank all my colleagues for coming out. Pat, Paulwell, and everybody. My 40th brother, McGregor, thanks for coming out. All the councillor candidates. My friend from Trelawney, Patmore, drive all the way from South Trelawney to here. So I have to big him up and tell him many, many thanks to be here. Must thank all my councillors, Oliver Clue, Vivian, Bujo, Meeks is here somewhere. Thank all of them for coming out. And what I can say, East Rural, I can say that the people of East Rural are ready. And the people of East Rural are showing that whenever the election call, they are going to vote PNP. The ground in East Rural is getting so hot, I can tell the labor rights, Peter King is catching a fire. And we're going to make sure that fire blaze right until the election is called. The Prime Minister refused to call the election and I don't wrong him because if him see his wife in trouble, him not going to call the election. But we have to make sure that we hold it. And how long then take, we have to make sure we're ready. And we have to stay united. I don't want we are disrespect no one of them in Israel St. Andrew. And I can tell you something. Then say me soft. And I can tell anybody here that I don't consider myself being a soft person. I can be rough if I want. But me not come here to bad up nobody. Me not come here to disrespect nobody. I come here to put up myself to represent you, to make sure that I make your communities and your lives better. But we're going into an election and it's a serious business. And sometimes I want to go and see the other side of me. Because we have to make sure that we keep the thing tight and we make sure that we are going into serious business. For this meeting alone, I can tell you, I never take it light. I was up until about 12 o'clock last night, making sure that everything is put together, that we have a good day. Some little things go on today, and we know so we have to tighten it up a little more. Because me here say a youth drop off our bus. So the next time when we come out and thing, we want to express some discipline. We don't want, if we come out and when I go back on my bed, me say somebody injured and all them type of thing there. So we have to have a little bit more discipline when we're up on the road. So please, I'm begging you, just keep it tight. Make we get in. I know Israel say we hold it a little bit long. Because when you get jealous, when you see Patmore having big thing, when you say you want something in Israel. When you see McGregor having big thing, when you say you want something in Israel. So we have given you today. So you know that this is the beginning of us building the vibes in East Rural and making sure that we keep these vibes and get into the election. And it's not only vibes alone, because Vivian always say if the pastor jumpy, then the church I go jumpy. So it's not only jump up we want in East Rural St. Andrew. We want real political work. The people start the work already, and the people making it easy for us to win the constituency. Make sure we get serious and do the work seriously, because it's not a joke thing. Mark Golding have to become the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, because Jamaica in a serious problem right now. And I don't want, after the election, I blame myself as a Peter King. If it was one more seat, it should be East Rural and we don't get it. So make I tell you something. All of us have to make sure we work hard and bring home the seat. It's better when I go on my bed and I say, Ratted, we have 63 seats. And now we're full of parliament. But now make we want one and we never bring it home. Yeah? So I'm begging you, East Rural. And I feel good because everywhere we go, when we go through the hills, the people are ready in the hills. We come down on the flat, the people ready in the flat. And you know why the people ready? Because this government have more gall than a galling. Andrew Holness will try to tell everybody in Jamaica that we are doing better and everything all right in Jamaica. And we know that nothing goes so. People in Jamaica for the last 9 years have been going through perilous times in Jamaica, I would call it. When them can say them all right, it's because them and them friends are all right. And them set it for them and them friends all right, but the rest of the Jamaica don't all right like them. And that is why the people of Jamaica have now standing up and say enough is enough and we have to get rid of this government. So don't make him come and try to tell you lies and tell you about the macroeconomic, this good and this good and all of that. We know what we are feeling in Jamaica, and we know that because of how we feel, we don't want this government to take us any further. I don't want to see 5 more years of the JLP. I don't know if you want to see it, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see 5 more years of this MP in East Rural St. Andrew. Because if I start to complain, I can stay the whole night. And I know that the party leader ready to speak. But when you look at the roads in East Rural, them can't say them do anything. Them jumping around now and fixing piece here and piece there. Them putting asphalt and dirt. I pray that the rain don't fall because I don't want them to say my bad mind and say, may I pray the rain for fall, for mash up the foolishness of them do. So I pray the rain don't fall for make little of the asphalt stay so you can get like a smooth road. But the work that they are doing is just rush work right now. And when them sit down for 9 years and don't do nothing, when they should be walking right now, they have to be running and hopping and skipping around because the work don't do. Them spend the whole time where the community center in Bull Bay, them lock it down. We had one in Irish Town, them lock it down. We had a nice football field in Burial in Irish Town. And when you look at it, the grass I had a man right now. And when the MP walk around, she said she working. And people say, Peter King, why you running for East Rural St. Andrew and the MP working? But I know why they think that. Because one day I was in the hills and going to church. And when I pass the river, I look and I see a car in the river. And I see a tractor in the river. And it taking sand. And apparently, then say them doing some fixing of one road. So I say on the social media, big fixing of road and all of that. So I say, Ratted, them fixing road. So the other time now I'm driving past now, I say to the person in the car, where the road there? They say, no man, they fix the road, man. They say, where the road there? And the person show me a little patch of road. I say, so at that them put on social media, say them fix. So I can tell you what you have is that you have an MP that is playing camera trick. It's almost like it's a karate movie. You understand? So if you want to believe foolishness and say, then doing work when you live here, I know things hard. The other day, I talked to a young lady. She said, Mr. Peter Kid, me used to drive a car, but me have to stop. Because the car, me can't drive come at my gate first of all, and the car I mash up every minute me lose my front end. So, me have to just sell the car. And when she sell the car, life not even easier for her, you know. Because she have to come out from way and walk Gariard. So life has been harder for the residents of East Rural St. Andrew. And that is why you must vote for me and make sure that we have a PNP in place to ensure that we do the work that is supposed to be done. Because when you look back in East Rural St. Andrew, all of the work that has been done here has been done by PNP. People go as far back as Roy Magan and I say Roy Magan do the work. Them should have shame. Them say Oliver Clough fix the whole of the road them. And some of them are mash up. Well, them are mash up now because a long time that Damien come in and put in some programs. And those are the only long-standing work in Israel St. Andrew. That means that you have an MP right now that don't have no vision, don't business about you, and without vision, Israel will perish. And we're not going to make that happen. So, we have a plan for this constituency. In the hills, we have a coffee farmers, and we have to make sure we take care of them. When PNP was in power, coffee was high, and farmers here get good price off of coffee. Them doing absolutely nothing for coffee. Coffee is a product in Jamaica of competitive advantage in the world. And them have no respect at all for something like that. Coffee roads bad. Coffee farmers now get nothing. And now I see them run around because we start talking about it. And say them give the coffee farmers some fertilizers and all of that. But when you give them that now, them are going to wait 5 more years before them get it again. So we have plans for coffee farmers to ensure that we give you things so that you can your coffee can produce and you can make money off it. Make sure we can give you the fertilizer. Make sure we arrange that you can get equipment to work on your farms. So we have a plan for coffee farmers. I want the coffee people in the hills to stand up behind me. When you look in terms of the youths, we want to ensure that we look out for the youths. The youths in Israel are talented. And some of them who don't get it out of education, we have to ensure that we can certify them. So we have to go bring back in art program in the constituency. We have to bring in other programs in the constituency that can look out for can ensure that the youths can get proper certification. That when them come a road, them are going to make money because they're properly certified. So if we look back out for them. The community centers, when them shut down, the youth them a ball to me every day. Mr. Peter can want back community centers. And we have a plan that in terms of when we go into community centers, we're going to ensure that it's some smart centers, that we have internet connectivity, because Paul will have to make sure to help with all of them type of thing there. So we have to make sure so we have things like that. The libraries and all of that, them a ball on me. So if you look out for the youth that them have libraries and all that in the constituency so that them can use these things to better their lives. So we plan to work for the youths in terms of education, in terms of skill, and make sure that they are better. Nothing happen right now where that is concerned. Me not ask nobody can me see it for myself. So I am begging you, Israel St. Andrew, and I'm going to cool off, make the party leader come and address you. But what I can say to you, this is the beginning, and it is just a start. And when we meet again, anytime like this, you're going to see the crowd bigger, because the people are ready. I am ready, and we are ready to work together. But before we get there, we have to make sure we get the laborites out of town and bring in our man. So enough love and respect, Israel St. Andrew.
Israel, let's wait for your next member of parliament. Comrade Patrick Peter King. And while Comrade Peter King was addressing you, the Member of Parliament for South St. Catherine, Portmore Governor, Comrade Fitz Jackson, entered the building. We greet you, sir. And we know that when East Rural win, PNP win. And a win for East Rural is also a win to make Comrade Mark Golding Prime Minister of Jamaica. Now, comrades, in 2022, the chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party said that our leader is an asset to the Jamaica Labour Party. Now me hear them a call him bad mind because him a try fix their corrupted mind. Now them all a tell we fi choose Jamaica when fi them pocket fatter. But since they want us to choose Jamaica, we are choosing. We are choosing integrity. We are choosing a leader who has a clear vision that works for the people of Jamaica. Comrades of East Rural, please be upstanding. And when you see him again, no more opposition leader. You're going to call him Prime Minister Golden. Comrades, make welcome your next
Minister.
Golden.
AKA Marty G. Yeah, them not bad like me. Now them know we. Them just see me. Yeah man, pan them TV. Zaga, Z. Marty G, I know you a champion. Everybody wave on the right hand. Put up your fist, hey! Marty G, we don't know, so none of them not like it. See them all like up, but that's still not slightly. Holding a cut and cut through because I love in a yard. And none of them can. Oh, Marty G, we don't know, so none of them not like it. So me like a son of them, flex it all me Nike.
Comrade Chairman of the meeting. All of the comrades on the platform. Special shout out. Comrade Philip Palwell. Comrade Fitz Jackson. I have to call out my seniors, you know. Big up Comrade Patmore. Nice to see you here in town, you know. Yeah, man. Comrade Beverly Manley. Boy, you're not easy at all. Everywhere I go, I see you. Comrade Patricia, enough love. Comrade Steve. Comrade Dawes. Boy, enough name there, you know, man. Peter King, you're popular, man. I love that. But of course, I want to big up the workers and warriors, foot soldiers, supporters of the People's National Party here in East Rural St. Andrew, and any other comrades who have come tonight to lend support to Comrade Peter King. And I want to big up Comrade Peter King himself. You know, we've spent today together moving through the constituency. It's a very big constituency. So we never got to do every part of it. And I've given him an assurance that some critical areas where we haven't gone yet, we'll cover it on another day. So don't worry yourself, we'll be back. But Comrade Peter King, I just love how he move, you know. Him well humble. Him serious about the task at hand. He's very calm and cool. Him not get flustered easy. And he's there showing his commitment to the people. Up and coming leader of the bar here in Jamaica, council. Him could have stayed in private practice and, you know, do what those lawyers do. But this man here decided he wants to serve the people of Jamaica and serve his country through the political process. And I feel very humble and proud at the same time that somebody of his quality is stepping forward when we are here as leader, and we're going to see the change that he will bring when he's elected, your representative, your member of parliament, to come to Garden Town with me. Comrades, Garden, yeah, late. Garden House. Comrades, Jamaica is at a crossroads, and the people are looking on and saying they don't want no more of what they've been getting for the last 9 years. There's too much deception. There are too many lies being told. They're trying to paint a picture, this pretty picture, when everybody knows that the reality is very ugly. That the lived experience that they go through day to day, when they have to traverse this country on the roads that they have been left us with, when they have to interface with the health system in a deplorable condition, with so much of the equipment not working. All of these things, they know that this is a government that is a Samphire government. This is a government that is here to hoodwink the people. This is a government that can't be trusted. This is a government which has been responsible for more scandals, more incidents of corruption, nepotism, cronyism than any other. This is a government led by a prime minister whose integrity commission declarations cannot be certified. They have been investigated. He has been investigated for the offense of illicit enrichment, a serious offense, a corruption offense under the Corruption Prevention Act. And the Integrity Commission has said, because he didn't provide all the information they needed and asked for, further investigation is required, and they've sent it to the Financial Investigations Division, the FID. And you see the play now. A man who has publicly said, oh, I've read the report of the Integrity Commission. I've read what it says about millions of dollars in cash being lodged to accounts controlled by the Prime Minister from anonymous sources. I've read about the $470 million plus moving through the 28 bank accounts. I've read about the zero tax returns filed showing nothing despite the $470 million in transactions. I've read about Positive Jamaica Foundation, a non-profit organization set up to raise money to be given to worthy causes, instead giving money to the Prime Minister's personal company for investment for his benefit. And this man is saying, oh, there's nothing wrong with any of that. How can a man like that put himself in a position to be the head of the agency to investigate the Prime Minister on those very matters? Embarrassing. It's clear that he needs some milk. Manifested bias. He has a conflict of interest, and he should not have accepted the job. I'm very disappointed in him. I've known him for years, and he's compromised himself. Furthermore, the process has been flawed. I would say it has been corrupted, because the original requirements that were published for the post required at least 12 years experience in law enforcement, 5 of those 12 years in a leadership position. We know that senior, very qualified police officers applied and did not get the job. And then somehow those requirements were changed and removed so that the requirements are watered down, and the person who's been appointed was then appointed. Well, I'm very disappointed in what has happened, where Jamaica's system of managing the bureaucracy and making appointments to sensitive positions which have international ramifications has been subverted in this way. And we intend to continue to protest and fight against it, because it is not right. And we must stay the course, comrades. We had a second peaceful demonstration this morning in Old Harbour. I've been on the road since 7:15 this morning. So it's been a long day. But we're not giving up, comrades, because the ground is fertile. The people want better. The people want a government in which they can have trust and confidence. A government that is not going to embrace or put up with the hanky-panky that they have had to endure for the last 9 years. Corruption matters. When you go to the hospital and you need a CT scan, or you need some piece of equipment or some medication, and it's not available because the government doesn't have the resources. If the money wasn't being ripped off and siphoned to friends and company and cronies, then we'd have a better health system. We'd have a better road network. We'd have more money to invest in education. Today we heard, I think it was today or was it yesterday, we heard about the situation in one of our high schools with such a high level of youths who cannot read and write in first form, grade 7. And they are busy defending the corruption in the country and wiggling. And when you hold them accountable and you stand up for principle, all you can hear from them is that you're bad mind. They don't know what bad mind is. We are good-minded people. We are decent people. We are standing up for what is right in this country. We're standing up for decency in this country. We're standing up for good governance in this country. We're not standing up for hanky-panky, for cronyism and corruption. bad mind. They're overwhelmed and wallowing in bad mind. But the people of Jamaica know what they are. They recognize them for what they are now. And all the propaganda and all the hype that they're trying to spew through the airways and using the government agencies to advertise all sorts of positive things when the people's experience is so different. Running around, opening, cutting ribbon, groundbreaking on projects which are not either ready or are never going to see the light of day. The people will not be fooled. And you comrades, our comrades of this big, wonderful constituency of East Rural St. Andrew, I say to you, you are going to come under some pressure. You're going to hear all kinds of propaganda. You're going to hear all kinds of lies and deception. There will be tactics used to try and buy you out. There will be tactics used to try and frighten you away. And I only have to say one thing to you tonight, comrades. We are blood and fire comrades, and we're marching on to progress. And we will stand firm. We will not be bought because we are not for sale. Michael Manley taught us that, and we remember his message and his teachings. So comrades of East Rural St. Andrew, I want you to tell me, are you ready for the task at hand? Are you ready to stand up for a better Jamaica? Are you ready to stand up for a better constituency? Are you ready for Patrick Peter King? Are you ready for Ayman Markiji? Are you ready for the People's National Party? You look like you're ready. You sound like you're ready. You feel like you're ready. And I say, power to the people. Power to the people. One love, comrades. God bless you all. Thank you for a wonderful day. Keep the fire burning. Better must come. Victory must come. One love, comrades. God bless you all.
Good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be. What is wrong, them there? What is wrong?
Time come. Some are go charged for corruption. Oh yes. My Bolo. Some are go charged for corruption. Time come. Some are go charged for corruption. Oh yes.
One verse, please. All right, the trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all. Awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to be loyal and faithful, true to thee. Power to the people! Power to the people! Time come for our goaling. Time come for the People's National Party. Walk good, comrades. The word is love. And I hear that His Worship the Mayor is here. So Comrade Andrew Swaby.
Drink people more have a thanking for, coming through. And, choosing to watch the stream here. You could have watched it anywhere else. I appreciate the support. Big up on yourself, alright? The word is love. And I am out. See you on the next one. Alright? Blessings.